Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, part A, draw a line AB is equals to 6 centimeters and show the locus of a point P such that APB is equals to 60 degrees, 2 marks. And part B, mark 2 points X and Y on P such that the area of a triangle ABP is always 12 centimeters. Now to begin with, you need to ask yourself which type of locus is this that you require to draw. You require first, and just do a sketch here of the requirement, what you need. So you have line AB, which you're going to construct, that is 6 centimeters. And you require the locus of a point P such that APB, P can fall either above that line or below that line. APB is always 60 degrees. So this is constant angle loci. And the concept that you're going to use is that concept where in a circle, that the angle subtended by the same chord at the center of the circle is twice the angle subtended at the circumference. And therefore, since we want the angle at the circumference APB to be 60, we will have to construct the center of that circle to be there, so that we have this angle here, because the angle at the center will be twice, to be 120. And then we use this one at the center, and we shall draw, using that we shall draw the locus of P. So the locus of P will fall anywhere along this arc. That's such that any angle that we form from A to the circumference and B, that angle will always be half of that, half of 120, which will be 60 degrees. So therefore, because this one is the radius, and this will be the center of the circle which you're going to use to draw that arc from A to B, we shall have this one is 30 degrees, and this one will be 30 degrees, since this one is an isosceles triangle. We also need, because P can be anywhere above, either above that line or below, we'll be required to do the same on the other side as well, whereby we shall have 30 degrees there and 30 degrees there. Then this one being the center, we shall also draw another arc there. And this arc, any point line on this arc will also be P. So ABP, P, the locus of P will be either on this arc that is above line AB or the one that is below line AB. So that is what we need to do accurately now. So we can go to the actual drawing. So we start by drawing line AB, where AB is 6 centimeters. So we measure 6 centimeters. I will use my pair of compass. It is calibrated. You can use your ruler as well. So standing at A, I need 6 centimeters. So measure 6 centimeters. So 6 centimeters will be, so that is 6 centimeters. So that is 6 centimeters, like that. So can mark an arc there, and that will be point B. So A will be here and B will be here. So now I need to construct, from there I need to construct an angle of 30. And to construct an angle of 30, first I will need to construct 60 degrees at A. So constructing 60 degrees at A, you construct 60 degrees at A. This is how you construct an angle of 60. So you just open any radius, you mark an arc there. And then with the same radius, you stand at that point. And then you cut that arc. So when you join these points here, when you join this point, you will have this one as, that one is 60 degrees. So you bisect that 60 to have 30. So how do I bisect? I stand at this point here, arc. So using any suitable radius of your choice. So you can mark an arc there and then stand at this point here, then cut that arc. Then from there, you can draw straight line from A to the point of intersection. So that angle is 30. So you've constructed 30 degrees. So that is 30 degrees. You do the same at B. So standing at B, construct 60 degrees at B. So you stand at that point, any suitable radius of your choice. So let me construct, so you mark an arc. Let me use a different color here. So you mark an arc there, and then standing at this, constructing 60 first. So standing at that arc again, you cut that arc. So you have an angle of 60. So that is 60 degrees. So that is 60 degrees. Then bisect it. So to bisect it, you stand at this point of intersection here, and then open any radius, suitable radius of your choice. You mark that arc, and then standing at this point, you cut that arc. Need to be very careful to observe these arcs to avoid confusion. Then from there, join this point, that be to the point of intersection of those arcs. The point of intersection of these arcs, like that. So this is the point of intersection of those arcs I'm joining. So you have now the center. This is the center that you're going to use. So standing at this center, standing at that center, standing at that center there, you can now construct. Then open this pair of compass up to point where it touches A, like that point. Then with that radius, you can construct now the locus of P will lie anywhere along that arc that I'm drawing there. There's something wrong here. So let me repeat. So with that, let's slide so up to that point. So you draw. Yeah, now it is okay. It is very much okay. So you can see that arc that you're drawing now, the locus of P will lie anywhere along that arc that I'm drawing there using that center there. So that one is okay. So once you do that, the next thing you're going to do from there, you do the same thing. So the locus of P will be anywhere along this arc. You do the same thing for the bottom part. So for the bottom part again, you will start by constructing an angle of 30. So standing at A, you construct an angle of 60 first. You have to construct an angle of 60. So you mark an arc there, then stand at that point there, then you cut that arc. That would be 60 degrees. So let me join this one. It is 60. So that angle will be 60 degrees. Then you bisect it. Bisect that angle. Get 30. So I bisect this. So I stand at this point. And then a suitable radius of your choice. You cut that arc. You mark that arc there. And then you stand at the other arc there, the same radius, cut that arc. So once you've done that, you can join now using a straight line. You can join this from this point here. You have bisected that, like that. So we do the same at B. Now that is 30 degrees. So this is 30 degrees. So we do the same at B. So standing at B, you construct 60 degrees. That may use a different color with confusion. So you mark an arc there. Then standing at this arc here, you cut that arc. The arcs are so many. Need to be very keen when you're joining. So let me join that to make 60 degrees. So 60 degrees will be, that is 60 degrees. So you bisect that 60 degrees. To bisect that, you start at this point, then open that, mark an arc here, that, and then from there, stand on this point here, cut that arc. You're bisecting the angle of 60, then draw that line. The point of intersection of the two arcs is here, somewhere there. So again, this one is 30 degrees. So this angle here is 30 degrees. You simply construct 60, then you bisect it. Then the center now of those two lines are intersecting at this point. So standing at this point, standing at that point, this point here, and then extend your pair of compass until it touches point A, like that. And then from there, you can construct another circle using that. So you can see the locus of P will also lie anywhere along that arc, that I've drawn there. So that is P. So locus of P can either be above that arc or any point here. So now you have constructed any angle that you make. Remember, this is the center. This is the center that you're using here, and this one is the other center that you're using. So this is the center, and this is the center we used. So any angle that you make, and also remember that the angle that helped us, this angle here, will be 120, and this one is 30. This one is 120. So we're using that property. The angle subtended at the center of the circle by this chord AB. This angle subtended at the center here, 120, is twice any angle subtended at the circumference by the same chord, that is chord AB. So any angle that we make from A to the circumference, then to B, will be 60. So the locus of P is there. That is the locus of P, and also on the other side. Now that is what you're supposed to do. Now the other part B, mark 2 points X and Y on P such that the area of triangle ABP is always 12 centimeters. Now for that triangle ABP, remember we are using the base as AB. The base is AB, that is 6 centimeters, and you are required to get a triangle such that it is always 12 centimeters. So what we need to get is the height. So the height that you're going to use from line AB, the height of that triangle. So if you take a half, the area of a triangle is a half times the base. Base is known, but now we don't know the height that you're going to use, the distance from AB to where we shall have that point X and Y, which should give us 12 centimeters squared. So this is how we get that height. Half times the base times height. And so when you work out this one, you notice this will be 3h, so height will be 4 centimeters. So what it means, you're going to take the height of 4 centimeters from AB. So I will use, you can use a pair of compass to do this. So you can take the length of 4 centimeters from the ruler. So 4 centimeters is there. So that is 4 centimeters. So with 4 centimeters, you can stand at A, and then you mark where we shall have, that is where we shall have X. And then you go to B, you do the same, you mark, that is where we shall have Y. So X will be here, and then Y will be there. So you can join this point X and Y using a straight line. You can join X and Y using a straight line. So X and Y using a straight line like that. You can join it using a straight line like that. So point X and Y. You do the same for the other side. The other side is the same measurement. You stand at A, and then mark a point on that locus P. So X again can also be here. X can also be here. And then you go to stand with a pair of compass. This is a point B. And then mark an arc there. So this one, point Y can also be here. Then you can join this one using a straight line. You can join that using a straight line like that. So let me join this one properly like that. Yeah, like that. Can join it using a straight line like that. So we have point X. So point X will be here, Y will be there, and also X will be there, So this distance from A to this line, this distance is 4. So any triangle that you form with this base AB, its height will be 4. And once you use the height as 4, you always get the area to be 12 centimeters squared. The base will be the same, will be AB, so the height is what we are required to get. So the point X and Y will be there because of this distance being 4 centimeters. So we can mark it here. So this distance here, and mark it. So this distance is 4 centimeters. And that will be the height of that triangle. That will give us the height to be, and the area to be 12 centimeters squared using the base as AB.